Hello friends, Misty here with Queen Bee's Vintage. Welcome to or welcome back to our channel. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you're all staying healthy and strong and safe. My family and I are doing well, thank goodness. And Mom is starting to get stronger each day and is feeling better. So we are looking forward to the quarantine ending and our country and the world getting ahead of this pandemic so that we can get back together and start spending time as a family and working again. So in the meantime, we have some fun videos planned here at my house. As I've said before, we're going to be doing some more DIYs. We're doing Easter decorating, and my daughter and I are starting a master bedroom makeover video series. So we're really excited about that, and we're looking forward to bringing that to you all. We're hoping that the videos will be a fun distraction from the news and the monotony of just being stuck at home all day, every day. So today we are going to be working on a hanging ladder display in my entryway. I have been wanting to do a hanging ladder in my home forever, and I just really can't find the right spot to do it. Back when we had our brick and mortar store or our booth spaces, we did hanging ladders all the time, and I absolutely love the look and just really have wanted to implement one in my home. For those of you that maybe have watched our Here's a Sample of What We Do video, you have seen a hanging ladder that we did in our last space. We've done several others over the years, and I hope you guys will enjoy what I have put together for you today. With that being said, let's get into the video.
To start, we are going to take this 3-foot ladder that a friend of mine built, and I purchased it from her. If you guys are interested in a ladder like this, I do have some in my Amazon store, and I'll put a link to that in the description box below. So what we are going to be doing to this ladder is we are going to be adding cup hooks so that we can attach chain to it. I have taken my tape measure and measured in 1 inch from the end of the ladder and then 1/4 inch down from the top of the rail. And that is where I am going to drill a small pilot hole in order to screw the cup hooks into. Drilling a pilot hole will make this much easier. Now that I have my first cup hook attached, I am going to do the same process on the other side of the ladder and on the other end so that I have 4 cup hooks in total. So we are going to be hanging the ladder here where I have this screen hung. This was part of my Valentine's Day decor vignette, and we are going to take this down and hang the ladder in this opening. I attached chain to all 4 cup hooks in the same length and hung the ladder from some nails. Now I want to use this little chandelier that I had in storage. We used this when we had our booth space. So I am going to prepare it, and I want to hang it from the center rung of the ladder, and I will be using a zip tie in order to secure it. Don't mind my acrobatics on the ladder as I try to attempt to do this. Now that I have the chandelier secured, I am going to take the cord up and over the rungs and drop it down over to the side here. This will come down to where I have an outlet on the wall. The trick will now be hiding the cord that is hanging down from the ladder. We will work on that as we proceed through. For our florals, we are going to start with this eucalyptus garland that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. Here's a look at the tag it comes on, and of course I bought it for 50% off. I am going to use zip ties to secure the garland to the ladder. If you are doing something like this at home and you're up on a ladder, please make sure to be safe. It is always good to have someone home with you when you are doing projects like this. I am just going to secure this to the back chain, and then I can begin wrapping it around towards the front of the ladder. As I come around the front of the ladder with the garland, I will be using zip ties to secure it here and there so that it will be held securely in place, because we will be adding florals into this. You will want to make sure, if you're doing something like this of your own, that you have your base nice and secure. So I am just going to continue securing with the zip ties and working my way around the ladder. Again, please excuse my positioning on the ladder during this video. There really was no other way for me to shoot this. Now that I have the garland secured to the ladder, I am going to go around and fluff the garland and make sure it looks nice and full. Next, we are going to take this grapevine wreath. I have unwound the piece of grapevine that secures it and cut it off so that I can uncoil the wreath, and we are going to take it and place it up onto the top of the ladder. I will be spreading it out and securing it to the rungs and the top of the ladder. Here is a look at the grapevine now that I have it secured. I may fuss with it a little bit as we move forward, but for now I have it nice and secured and I'm ready to move forward. Now I am going to take these beautiful and large Japanese cherry blossom stems that I picked up at Walmart. I'm trying to show you the tag here and it's not working out for me. They're cherry blossoms, and I paid $5 for these, and we will be using 2 of them. I want to place these cherry blossom stems on each end of the ladder. The stems are very long and I don't want to cut them down. I want it to have good security, so what I am going to do is take the stem and run it down underneath the center rung, and then I will weave it back up and over the top of the rung below that. This will hold it nice and secure, and I will be using some zip ties for additional security. These will be well hidden behind the other florals and the garland. Now that I have that placed, I have one more element I want to add to this side to finish off the base, and then I will move to the other side. I have this greenery that I picked up at Michael's last year at the end of summer for like 80% off. So I am going to take and add this up to the end underneath my cherry blossom so that it kind of drapes and hangs down from the end of the ladder. Now that that is secured, I am going to step down and get the greenery to add to the other end. I'm going to start with the greenery this time, as it will be easier to get it placed and have it swag down the way I want it without having to work around the cherry blossom. Once I get it in and secured, I will add my cherry blossom, and then we will start adding other florals. I want this to be very full, and I need to add some balance. Since each end is really full looking, I am going to add 3 of these extra eucalyptus branches that I had in my floral stash. I will be adding them to the center, and this should balance it out. And then the base will be created for us to begin adding the rest of the florals. I'm going to add these pink stems. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure what they're called. They remind me a little bit of kind of like baby's breath. I know it is not baby's breath. It's just a nice filler, and it's going to add some pops of pink to all of this greenery. So I'm going to add 1 on this end that I'm working on now, and then I will move over and place 1 on the other side, and then we will continue on. I have 1 of these peony or peony, however you'd like to say it, stems left from my mantle, and this was $3 at Walmart. And I'm going to place this in the center. If you didn't see my mantle video and you would like to, it will be linked in the description box below. I have cut this stem apart so that I could place the larger bloomed peony in the center, and then there is a bud that was attached to it. I'm going to place that separately along with the greenery that I pulled off the stem as well. I have these bouquets that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. They are the same bouquets I used in my Easter tree as the topper. They were originally $11.99, and of course I only paid 50% off. I have 2 bundles of these, and I want to use them in another project. So I am going to be cutting 2 to 3 of the flowers off of 1 bouquet and then 2 to 3 off of the other, so that they will remain balanced and can be used for an upcoming project. Now that I have my stems cut, I am going to add the flowers evenly on each side of that center peony that I placed. I ended up doing 2 peonies off each bouquet to add into this garland. So I am just going to get those placed, and then we will move on with our next piece of floral. I have these bundles of baby's breath that I picked up at Walmart for $2. I'm going to be dispersing these into the garland, as well as these pink roses that I also used in my mantle. I was able to pick these bouquets up for 14 cents a piece on clearance at my Walmart. I am just going to snip those roses off of the bouquet so that I have individual stems. I am also going to use these cream colored roses that I picked up at the 99-cent store last year. I'm going to add the baby's breath first to add some pops of white. I wanted to use the baby's breath so that I could somewhat mimic the way that my garland looks on my mantle. For my mantle, I had a baby's breath garland that I had picked up at Hobby Lobby in the wedding section and wove that into my eucalyptus garland. So in order to mimic that, I picked up the baby's breath at Walmart, and I'm just going to add these clusters throughout. Now for the cream and pink roses, I will just go in and individually place them where I think I need to fill in holes and add different pops of color. Now that I have all of my floral placed, I am going to take the camera off the tripod and give you guys a closer look. I really hope you guys like how the hanging ladder has turned out. In our next video, we will be decorating the sideboard below this, and we will cover hiding the cord during that video. I am so happy with this. I have wanted to do a hanging ladder in my home for some time now. I always loved when we had them in our stores and booth spaces. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Until next time, bye-bye.